to our next segment, which is predictions. One, and speaking of Bengals, one smart, one dumb. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could have a
Yeah.
smart prediction or a dumb prediction. Like, a dumb prediction might be like the Bengals make a good decision at some point, right? I don't know. But you're going to be able to pick any smart or dumb decision for the season that you think is going to happen this year. Because, hey, sometimes dumb things happen. Sometimes things that are just don't make sense happen. It's, I guess, our version of hot takes. Let's go to Chief Greengrass first, because Chief, I feel like you're very in touch with, you know, the humanity, just humanity in general, Chief.
No.
You understand? No, you're not.
I sit in a tree stand. It's much easier. It's much more tolerable out there.
You're in touch with nature, okay?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, Chief, what is your one smart prediction for the NFL season?
We have this amazing offensive juggernaut as a head coach. He's going to fix the offense. We have a first-round draft pick. We have, what was it, the top 3 rated offensive line for PFF. We have the top 7 rated offensive or the receiving core in the league. And my one smart prediction is Caleb Williams will not hit 4,000 yards passing.
Whoa.
Smart.
It's
happened.
Everything's there, but he still has to learn the mechanics. He has to learn the fundamentals. One of the takeaways from the last dress rehearsal with the Chiefs is he made some plays, but they had a lot of stupid mistakes. Very first play was just, okay, take the ball, turn around, hand it off to a wide receiver for an end around. Couldn't even get the exchange. Second play, false start by the tight end. On the very next drive, he dropped back in the pocket, had a clean pocket, and after 6 seconds, he got sacked. So that's where it's all the little things. It'll work itself out by the end, but it's going to be such a slow start. And last year, you saw he never got anything going on in the first half of games.
Well, you guys think about he was with the Lions last year, and they have veterans everywhere, right? That can maybe handle all those crazy little intricacies of the offense. So that's a really interesting take. Dave, do you have one dumb prediction though?
I do. Once upon a time in the world of fantasy football, I drafted with my first round draft pick, Chris Olave. Off of the advice of Neckbeard, he said, this man's going to look fantastic. He's going to be amazing. Jamar Chase, he can't catch balls in preseason. Go with the Ohio State wide receiver instead.
I did not say that about Jamar Chase ever.
This was, I think that was a preseason where he was having difficulty because the white on the football was making it difficult for him to pick it up. Anyway.
I would never take an Ohio State wide receiver over an LSU wide receiver just on principle alone. So that's BS. No way.
Nah, but Chris Olave, he has a lot of the tools. He's quick. His route running is clean. Unfortunately, in the past, he's had a quarterback that throws murder balls. And he's finally going to be in a Kellen Moore offense to where it sounds like Kellen Moore is running him a lot in the slot. CeeDee Lamb, when he had Kellen Moore, that's when he exploded, because Kellen Moore does amazing work with the slot. Then he went out to the Chargers. He had Keenan Allen, had a great year. He went to Philly. He put their wide receivers in the slot. They did great. So he's a slot fantastic coach. And I think they're just going to hyper target him, because I don't think Spencer Rattler is going to be able to get it to Shaheed out in the X, run of those deep routes. So I think he's going to just murder him with 17 targets a game, kind of like what Malik Neighbors got in the Giants. And with that, I think Chris Olave is going to hit 1,400 yards. That's on a terrible team.
That's literally half the yards of the entire offense for the whole year.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, could be.
But that's again why it's a dumb call. But he'll hit 1,400 yards.
Dude, I like it. I mean, if anyone on the Saints I feel like is going to eat this year, it's Olave if he's healthy, right? More than Kamara, based on Kellen Moore's offense in the past, right? So
yeah, I think am I dumb just for looking at ceiling and ignoring everything else?
That's the whole point. That's the whole point of a dumb prediction.
Plausible.
Don't pay attention to anything else. Yeah. It's like the whole Bears preseason. So, all right. Well, Hype, why don't you go this time? I'll go last.
Okay, sure. I'll go. I do also have a smart prediction. This is my smart prediction. Super brainiac smart. Geno is going to have his best season yet as a Raider. You can interpret that however you want, either his best season ever or just as specifically for the Raiders.
That's okay.
But he's reuniting with his coach. He's got Brock Bowers now on his team and a few decent receivers. He's got a potential Pro Bowl running back. The offensive line might not be super great, but I feel like that Geno Smith is one of those guys. He might not bring you to a Super Bowl or a playoff run, but he's a regular season high volume passing guy. He's going to get a lot of yards, a lot of touchdowns this year. I think Geno Smith is going to have a Pro Bowl season with the Raiders and surprise some people that thought, man, that's not smart to have Geno Smith on the Raiders. But they have a different mentality this year too. They kick some guys off the team. They've got like a really veteran coach to bring some kind of like direction to the team. So the Raiders might go from a team that's just sloppy and doesn't really know what's going on to a team that actually has some direction, actually has some offensive firepower with Jonty there. So that's my prediction is Geno Smith is going to surprise people and have a big season this year with the Raiders. It also goes in alignment with my Raiders being my Super Bowl super sleeper pick. Okay, guys, see? Somehow I'm just a Raiders backer now for
Doug's
for some
all
reason.
about the Raiders this year. I am not.
But I also have but that's my smart pick. Wait till you hear my dumb pick, okay?
Jordan Love
my
MVP.
Dumb pick is even dumber than my smart pick. My dumb prediction is that Juwan Jennings from the 49ers will lead the league in receiving yards. Like he's just going to be a receiving machine. He's going to just they're just going to feed him the ball all the time. He's wide receiver 1 on the Niners. He might even miss the first week, but he might still even lead the league in receiving yards because it's a dumb prediction. They've got CMC and all these guys out there that you're going to have to worry about. And I don't think he's going to be double teamed. He's going to be the number one receiver. Him and Brock Purdy have some chemistry there. You know what I mean? Like they work well together. He had his best season ever. He didn't do much until last season. Brock Purdy brings the best out of him. So I think also because we might have it's possible that we might have picked him on our fantasy football team in the Tom Grossi League. But I'm just saying that we're smart. We're gonna have a good season this year.
I think you should switch your predictions.
Hey,
I don't.
These are my predictions, only mine. Okay, I don't care if you're offended by my predictions.
All right, fair enough. You love your Raiders. All right, I'll go next. All right, so my smart prediction is based on one of my fantasy players, Aaron Jones, who I love. And every year, one of my running backs gets hurt for the season. I predict Aaron Jones is going to play less than 8 games this year. It's a smart prediction because it's pretty consistent that he didn't for the Packers. He's playing on turf in Minnesota. A lot of teams are going to try to stop the run and make JJ McCarthy beat him this year. So Aaron is going to get a lot of extra work to start. And I just don't know that he's going to stay healthy. I don't believe he's going to stay healthy. So I think he's going to be, he's going to be playing pretty much what he did for the Packers the last 2.5, 3 years, which is maybe 8 games at most. So that's my smart prediction based on history.
So he'll again bust a 70-yard touchdown run against the Bears and then pull his hammy, come up lame week 1, and then he misses the next 9 weeks.
Yeah, and and he'll help the Vikings beat the Bears, and then he'll be back when you guys play again to hurt you again is probably what's going to happen. So yeah, that's my smart prediction. My dumb prediction is that a certain gentleman out of the University of Florida, who everyone thought was going to be the next coming.
Tebow.
Not Jesus Tim Tebow.
Jr.
No, everyone knows what Tim Tebow is. That it was a dumb draft. It wasn't a dumb prediction for everyone that he was going to suck. No, another gentleman out of Florida that's not quite a tight end, that's not quite a wide receiver, that's not quite a game breaker, but really should be Kyle Pitts. My dumb prediction is that Kyle Pitts finally hits his ceiling this year and has a huge year with Michael Penix at quarterback who can throw him the deep ball, who can get him open. So I'm predicting that Michael Penix finishes number 1 in tight end fantasy points this year.
You mean
number 1 in tight end fantasy points, ahead of Brock Bowers because he's got a terrible quarterback who's going to suck. Oh wait, he did last year. He'll still be fine. But so that's my dumb prediction because it's pretty dumb. But I think the Falcons offense is going to be pretty good with Penix.
Your dumb prediction goes against my number 1 smart prediction because
that's right. Because that's why you should have switched them. Yeah,
it's like your brothers or something.
Yeah, weird. So there we go. So 1 dumb prediction, 1 smart prediction. Maybe we do this every week. I actually kind of like that. It's pretty fun to do. But all right, what do we got next, Hype?